it's like it just rewinded and almost hit my belly. It almost hit my belly. So yeah, I almost yeah. If I did it wrong, yeah, I must die at that time. Yeah.
You almost died? Welcome back to another episode of the Making Magic podcast. I'm Shaun J, your host, and I'm a professional magician, speaker, and 3D designer. And this is all about inspiring interviews with the movers, the shakers, the visionaries, and the makers, the wizards behind the curtain that make the magic for you. Now, if this is your first time tuning into the show, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this stuff. You know, it really does mean a lot to me. When I say that, I really mean it, because this is a labor of love and a project of passion. Perhaps you're just so excited and passionate about the show already that you've decided to click the red subscribe button below. And if you haven't already, why the heck not? It's so easy to do. By clicking subscribe and joining my subscribers, you are supporting the show and motivating me to keep bringing you great, amazing, intellectual, inspiring content like this. Perhaps you're just listening to my voice on the podcast app like Spotify, or most recently the Apple Podcast app. If you the purple one that you find on your phone, your watch, or your iPad, if you type in Making Magic with Shaun J, ShaunJay, you'll find the show there, and maybe by the end of this interview, you'll decide to drop a healthy 5-star review in the Apple Podcast app. That will just mean the world to me. People are already doing it already, and it would be greatly appreciated. So let's jump in and let's learn more about our next special guest. You've seen him on America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, The Steve Harvey Show, Penn and Teller's Fool Us, holy moly, and Hollywood's famed Magic Castle. This is a heavy hitter, folks. Not only do him and his wife have an amazing quick change act that has taken both of them around the world, but he's also an accomplished solo performer as a close-up and stage magician. Recently, he's taken his talents to social media, and he's becoming very quickly one of the most unique and popular performers today on the internet. And he was also nice enough to share his talents with me and let me contribute my talents to his show and his videos, as we've collaborated on a few viral Instagram videos together. He's an awesome guy. He inspires me all the time with his positive attitude, quest for creativity, and passion for his work. You guys are in for a treat because I have Mr. Oh My himself, Mr. Oh My. And if you don't know what Oh My is, you'll find out when you check out his videos online and you watch this interview. Please welcome the South Korean sensation, now living in Las Vegas, Jeki Yoo. Hey, Jeki Yoo, thanks so much for joining me on the Making Magic podcast.
Thanks, Shaun. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Yeah.
We have Mr. Oh My in the house, Jeki Yoo.
Yeah.
This is, I'm excited. I'm very excited because we have a lot to talk about, and you are living this making magic. You're like making magic every day, pretty much, right?
Yes, right. That's what I love, magic, and yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the way I like to open the show, Jeki, is I like my guest to tell us a story about the very first thing that they've created. So this could be a good thing, something bad or silly, and funny stories are always welcome. So think about whatever the very first thing was that you created.
Yeah, I think, yes, I still remember that moment. So my first idea was 2004 to 2005. So it's an idea that I use a small board with a card. So it's a matrix, but not coin. It's a 3D objects. But after that, it came out so many different ideas from other magicians. At the time, I was create that trick, and that was my first trick, and then I got an award with that. So yeah, that's so meaningful to me. And but after like 2 years later, I went to Japanese magic convention. Yeah, they invited me to perform, and at the time I met a Japanese magician. His name is Martin Eisler, I guess, and he did actually the same thing with me, but he won the FISM award at the time. So yeah, we didn't know each other, but it's like it's the same idea happened together. So we just talk each other, and this is mine, and that's his, and actually his performance and yeah, character and everything is based on his magic, and he's way better than me. So after that, I always thought about we can think the same exact method. Yeah, everybody is we are human, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, after that, I didn't worry about that. So I just I wanted to keep creating magic. So that's how I started to create magic. Yeah.
So the effect that you were creating was a matrix style effect, and for those who are listening and watching, matrix is where items are covered by the magician's hands and then they travel around the table to different spots and areas. It's a very classic effect, and many magicians have their own version of it, right?
Yes.
And the one that you're describing is interesting because it uses 3 different objects. Is that what I understood?
No, it's like so it's first time I use a bowl. It's like a small tomato. Yeah, it's a tomato. So it's tomato objects, and then I just make them disappear and get in one place, something like that. So I said it's 3D objects. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And what was the reason why you made that effect?
I at the time I wanted to join the magic competition, participate in magic competition.
Okay.
But I knew I needed some new idea. If I bring just regular stuff, I couldn't win or get a prize from there. But I really wanted to make my own trick. So that's how I started to make that trick. Yeah.
So the goal was to enter a magic competition, and
Yes, right.
and to create something different for that competition.
Yes, right.
And what did you learn from making that piece?
So first time, I use a red ball and a red card. So there's no much of the contrast. Right? So it's difficult to show it to the audience. So after that, I thought about the contrast between the objects when I do magic, and also if I do magic on the stage, but even I do closer magic, but I need to present where to the audience view. So I always think after that, I always thought about the audience's side to show magic, and I learned so many detailed things by that after I made that magic.
So just to recap, you mentioned this was not a large piece for the stage. This was a small close-up magic piece, and one of the lessons that you learned was taking that and how can you play to a large audience with a close-up piece. Is that right?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Okay, and did you use something like video projection on a monitor, or was it just playing to the audience live, or?
So at the time, I just I didn't have any regular gig, and just performing magic occasionally for my friend and family, and so I always perform magic at the competition with a big audience. So yes, that's why I always figure out how to show my magic to larger audience.
So learning that even though you're presenting something small on stage, you can still make it play to a large audience. That's the idea. Right. Okay, great. And knowing what you know right now, Jeki, because I know you've been doing magic for quite some time, at least
Yes.
15 years, or what is it, 20 some years maybe? How many?
I think it's been about 17 to 18 years. Yeah, long time. Yeah.
18 years. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
We're about the same. I started when I was 12 years old,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
I just recently turned 30, so that makes it 18 for me too.
Oh, wow. Nice, nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, yes. But
Yes.
it's just about how we use our time and how we use
Yeah.
our brain, and you've been using both your time and your brain very well, but creating the most amazing artistic magic. It looks great. So
Yeah. Uh,
knowing
Thank
what,
you.
oh sure, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
That's why I got you here, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you.
Yeah. Oh,
Knowing what you know right now, after 18 years of being
yes.
in your industry, is there any advice that you wish that you could have, like if you could go back in time and tell
Yeah.
your younger self, like young Jeki, when Jeki was starting
Yes.
17 years ago, 18 years ago,
Yes. Yeah.
what advice would you give the young Jeki?
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I should. Yeah. Yeah. When I perform magic, I always nervous. So I think I should have done some more street magic, or just perform magic, because yeah, I should get used to that situation and more, and that way maybe I could make uh, more instant. Yeah, normally I just prepare magic for a long time, but when you perform magic, you learn something from the audiences very much. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's kind of lack of my experience. So yeah, if I went back to my previous, yeah, life, and yeah, I give more experience by myself to perform magic to, yeah, public people. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
meaning because you were so shy when you started out.
Yes,
You
right. Yeah.
you were kind of just didn't, you were almost afraid to perform for people, and you wish you would have
Yes. Yeah.
started doing that more frequently.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was 12, I had the same issue. I mean,
Yeah.
I was very, very scared. I would
Yeah.
start trembling and shaking,
Oh, wow.
and one of my mentors early on, he said, Shaun, you just have to go out there and start.
Yeah.
You have to do something. You
Yes, right.
have to get in front of those people, because the more you
Yeah.
get in front of the people, the faster that fear of
Yes.
whether it be fear of failure, fear of
Yeah.
interfacing with people, that'll gradually go away.
Yes,
And
right.
and so it does. Your body just gets used to it, like muscle memory, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now it's crazy, because now you're performing all the time, right? You're always,
Yeah.
it's like second
Yeah.
nature for you. Magic is like
Yeah.
another arm of yours. You got two arms, two hands,
Yeah.
and then magic's like your third arm back there. That's just a part of
Yeah.
you.
Oh, wow. Yes.
It's a part of you. Tell us about something that you have recently made. If there's something, without of course revealing any
Yeah.
methods, maybe
Yes.
you have something here that you can show us, and you don't have to perform anything, but just
Yes.
at the very least describe something that you
Yes.
have recently made.
Okay. Recently, I think, yeah, I've developed my glass table magic. So yeah, last
Yeah.
year, yeah, as you know, yeah, after pandemic, I started post my magic video on my social media. Yeah, at the time, I figured I made the trick with the glass table. So I did like a, yeah, card vanish and pass through the table, card pass through the table, or objects pass through the table.
Looks
Something like that.
so good, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, but as just yeah, I wanted to perform that magic, that piece on the live show, So after I made that, I always, yeah, thought about how to solve this problem by myself. And recently, yeah, I found it and I solved the problem. And yeah, and I posted on my social media too. So yeah, that's my recent creation.
Latest
Yeah.
creation. So just to put it into
Yes.
perspective, for people
Yes.
that haven't seen Jeki before, or just listening to us on this podcast, this effect that you're talking about, people can go see it on like your Instagram page, for
That's
instance,
right.
and
Yeah.
just to also help people realize how hard it is to create stuff. You've basically been working on this idea, at least as far as I know, for a year, right? Since
Yes.
last
Right. Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
Did the idea pop in your head before that, or was this just something that came up during a brainstorm session? You're like, man, I'm stuck at home. Let me start coming
Yeah.
up with ideas now, and that's when it happened.
So yeah, it was the idea from the before. Yeah, before the pandemic. So it's like 2 to 3 years ago, I guess. 2 years
Wow.
ago. Yeah. So in 2019. So, but I didn't try it because I perform magic, yeah, outside, and I didn't have enough time, and also I quite lazy. But so I always had an idea, but I didn't try it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just
It's called,
it's a complicated, yeah, it's
well,
complicated process.
we have a word for that in English. It's called
Yeah.
procrastination.
Yes. Procrastination, right?
We
Yeah,
all
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. We all do it. I do it all the
Yes.
time. You have a
Yeah.
great idea and you say, I wish I could do it, and then you just come up with reasons. You go, it's too much. I don't feel like it, right?
Yes, right. So, but yeah, after I started social media, so I wanted to post something every day because feedback was really helpful for me to grow my magic.
Yes.
So so I always thought about new ideas every day and try something every day. And I sat down on the camera in front of the camera and just literally took like 4 to 8 hours every day to film
Wow.
something. Yeah, and so actually right in front of the camera, I just practice that piece. Actually, my English is not good, so I just practice my words and my sentences and magic together. So after I filmed sometimes 100 takes, and after I could get the result, and then I could post. Yeah,
I am
it's
so
crazy.
yes, it's crazy. I
Yeah.
know exactly what you go
Yeah.
through, and I am so glad you brought that up, Jeki. The fact that
Yeah.
what people see on your social media,
Yeah.
these wonderful pieces of magic that look like, see, most people think, oh, you just turned on the camera and did the trick, and that's it, and it looked great
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah,
But
yes, right.
people don't realize 100 takes.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
dedication. That's dedication.
Yeah, yes. I don't know how I did it last year. Yeah, this time, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to try something. Yeah.
And I mean, I know for a fact because we have made 2 collab videos together.
That's right.
And
Yes.
even
Yeah.
just the short video, each one was like, I
Yeah.
don't know, what, 40 seconds? 45
right.
seconds?
Yeah.
I remember for me, the first one I did with you, my segment
Yeah.
out of that, which was only like maybe
Yeah.
15 to 20 seconds,
Yeah.
I remember counting the takes. I think it took me between 75 to 80 takes to get a really good
Wow.
one
Yes.
that I
know.
felt
Yeah.
happy with, because I
Yes.
know
Yeah.
I think both of our standards, whenever we put out something, they're pretty high. You want to make sure
Yeah.
whatever you put out looks really good.
Yes. Yes.
100 takes. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And the glass table, by the way, I'm going to put a link to Jeki Yoo's Instagram so everybody can check out his work, and you'll be able to see this finished product. Well, it's probably still in the works. You're probably always improving it, but you can see what he's come up with so far, and it just looks great. And the fact that you were able to take something that you originally made to do, you're just doing it on social media, you know, that's the thing with magic. Everybody says, a lot of people say, oh, well, he could do that because he's only performing for just a little tight little frame, and there's stuff going on out of frame here, and he's cheating or whatever. But that's very honorable of you to take on the challenge, to go, no, this piece is so good, and I know there's a way that I could do it in a live show, and I'm going to tweak the method So now I can
Yes.
go in front of a live audience and do exactly what people saw on
Yes.
social media.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is so inspiring. That's a goal
Yeah.
worth pursuing.
Yes.
It's not an easy route that you're
Yes.
taking. It's very difficult, right?
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Very difficult. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, what
Yeah.
about um, what about some of the
Yes.
so so there's a term. I'm not sure if you've heard of
Yeah.
it. It's just kind of out there right now. It's called like maker space and maker techniques. And
Yeah.
when I say that, if you're not familiar with it, the general trend nowadays is people who,
Yeah.
let's say, are good at woodworking,
Yeah.
electronics, different skills to build their own things. And it doesn't even have to be magic. It could be people that just have a hobby in electronics, people that like to build furniture. We call it the makerspace community, people making things.
Yes. Yeah.
And we all have our own unique set of maker skills, what we're good at.
Yes.
So what would you say, what kind of maker skills is Jeki Yoo good
Yes.
at that you like to do?
So yeah, these days, yeah. After I moved to America, yeah, I sold all my hardware tools, like welding machine and all hardware tools. So
Okay.
yeah, now I don't have that much of the tools. So I always try something with a 3D printer because it's easy for me
Mm-hmm.
because I learned the CAD by myself on YouTube. So yeah, it really helped me a lot, and I could try so many times just if I fail. So that's really good. And also, yeah, the second one is just I do simple woodworking here, just like a cut wood and then just organize them to make one magic props. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
specifically some woodworking
Yes.
and 3D design and 3D printing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Right.
that's what I really like that a lot. And I know there's a couple pieces I know we talked about. I know the egg thing that you do with the card
Yes.
that ends
Right.
up inside of the
Yeah.
egg. That was made on a 3D printer, correct?
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Great. And was the frame, the different frames, like the picture frames, did you make those frames or did you just buy those frames already made?
Yeah. It's just I bought and I just organize them to create magic. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
it's also important to mention, just for the people watching and listening, that if you excel in one area, but maybe
Yes.
you find something a little challenging, you may not have the time for it, or you don't feel comfortable doing it. Just like Jeki did, you buy a frame, a regular something that's already made,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
then what you've done is you've taken that and you've modified it, you've changed it, and you've built things around it to make it work for you. All right? Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Sometimes
Yes.
we need help. Sometimes we need to take little shortcuts here and there. So I get it.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any maker techniques that you're excited about learning this year? Any new skills or things that you're considering?
New skills. I don't know. Yes, but I also do. What is that? I forgot the name. That's the sewing machine. Yeah, I also do sewing machine for my magic. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's
Yes.
great because
Yeah.
I know. I mean, we've talked before. I know your wife Ellie is
Yeah.
she's a seamstress. She's
Yes, sir.
she's basically a professional seamstress, and
Yeah.
and
Yes.
she made a lot of the. I guess she probably made all of the costumes that you guys use for your quick change act, right?
Yes. Yeah. So actually, yeah, she could design everything, and after that, she worked with a professional designer. She was a dreamer, so she wanted to be the fashion designer. So she knew how to design, but she thought that she couldn't do it design very well. So she always worked with a professional designer in Korea. Yeah. So that's how we made the questions. Yeah, and but she could design everything. Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she designed maybe the patterns, and then she had a
Yes.
professional seamstress person sew it all up.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but that was for that. But still, though, she makes separate things for you now, just different things besides have nothing to do with clothing, right? She's made other things for you.
Oh, yes. Yes. She always have me. Yes. We work
Yeah.
together. Yes.
No, and that's great. That's great. You
Yeah.
guys make a really good team,
Yeah.
and teamwork always helps. You can do things a lot faster, right?
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So that's cool. So you're getting a chance to start tinkering with the sewing machine to try your own type of sewing.
Yes. Yes. Right. Yeah.
That's and how's that coming
Yeah.
along? Is that challenging? Is that difficult? Probably, right?
Yeah, it's been challenging, but now I'm getting used to it. So yeah, it's okay. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun to learn something new for magic. Yeah. Before
See,
I just yeah, that's right.
no, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I didn't try something new. But after yeah I I fall in love with magic, and I just wanted to make something new tricks and new gimmicks and everything I want to try, but always tough because I couldn't do I couldn't use welding machine or or other stuffs, so I always stuck in it. So I just tried, and after I just figure out how to make. Yeah, and that's really helpful for me.
That's so cool. Like you just, it's a really good example that you're setting just for the community in general, because you're not afraid to try something new. And a lot of people are. A lot of people say to themselves, they go,
Yeah.
"Oh, a sewing machine? Oh, I don't know anything about sewing. I'm never going to be good at that. Oh,
Yeah.
this woodworking? Oh, I don't know anything. I can never do that." But see, the way you think is the reason why you're growing and you're creating so much, is because you think, okay, well, what do I need to do in order to create this end result?
Yes.
If you can't find anybody to help you, well, you have to figure it out yourself, right?
Yes. Right. Yeah.
And so you do. So that's great. That's great.
Yes.
Sewing. I've had a lot of help in the sewing department. I usually have somebody else do that for me. I usually have a good tailor take
Yes.
care of that
Nice.
for me.
Yeah.
But it's very good to know those skills yourself, because if a fabric item or a cloth item that you have breaks, you can fix it because now you know how to use the machine.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
That's very empowering. What about the favorite? Do you have a favorite prop, gimmick, or anything that you have designed in the past? So we talked about the glass table, which is something kind of new.
Yeah.
But what about if we
Yes.
go way back in
Yeah.
Jeki Yoo history, something that you made that you would say is your favorite from a while back?
Yeah. I think it's definitely my FISM act. Yeah. So
FISM
it's
act.
so card with envelope. So maybe you can check my episode on YouTube for us. So yeah, that's my recent version. Yeah. So that trick, it took me like 5 to 6 years at least to make it possible.
Wow.
So yeah, that's so meaningful. And when I made that trick, I really wanted to make impossible magic for FISM. So yeah, I always thought about some new method. Yeah, it's it's almost for magicians and fooling magicians. But yeah, at the time I didn't care anything like that. I'm just a amateur magician, but I wanted to create something new that came out from my side.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's so meaningful to me, and also I always I'm proud of that magic. Yes.
I bet you are. I mean, you've that act actually has taken you quite a few places.
Yes, right.
And just to clarify for the viewers and listeners, the magicians who've been in the industry for a while know what FISM is, but for the public, FISM, FISM is, it's what is it, a French word, I believe, Federation.
Federation. Registration.
Federation
International
International Society
Society Magic.
of Magic, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Federation, something
yeah.
like that. FISM.
Something like that. Yeah,
It's
FISM.
it's
Yeah,
it's basically considered the Olympics of magic, right?
that's right.
And some of the best magicians from all over the world, they gather together in
Yeah,
whatever city that they're holding the competition, and
that's right.
it's a real life wizard battle on
Yes,
stage, and there's all
yeah.
different categories, and I would assume yours fell into the close-up magic, micro magic category.
I was in close card magic.
Close-up
Yes,
card magic category, okay.
yes, yeah.
And did you say it was the card to omelet? Is that what you said? Or did I miss?
Envelope, envelope.
Envelope. I'm
Yes,
sorry. I'm
envelope.
sorry.
No
Okay.
problem.
So
Yes.
the card to envelope routine,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
okay, cool. So what people saw on Penn and Teller, which if they're looking up Jeki Yoo on YouTube, just check out
Yes.
Jeki Yoo Fool Us. They can see the
Yes.
most recent version of this card to envelope
Yeah.
routine,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
I believe got you a Fool Us trophy, didn't it?
Yes, I got it. Luckily, I got it.
You fooled Penn and Teller with that.
Yes, right. It's amazing. Yes. Yeah, because they are literally my hero. Yeah, since I was young. So yeah, it's so meaningful to me. And also, yeah, I got a chance to perform their theater, maybe this year or next year. Yes, that's so yeah unbelievable. Yes.
Right, so you got an invite, right, after you fool them, you get an invite to perform that piece at
Yes.
their theater, which
Yes,
is
right.
great.
Yeah.
That is something, that is a goal of mine, which I have yet
Yeah.
to check off my
Yes.
list, but hopefully sometime soon I'll have my chance.
Yes. You were. Yes. You were. Yes.
I
Yeah.
think I have to work as hard as Jeki Yoo. We all should be working as
Yeah.
hard as Jeki Yoo
Oh,
to
yeah.
accomplish these things,
Yeah.
which are not easy. And especially, I mean, now that you guys are hearing the backstory and what Jeki Yoo has to go through, I mean, you heard it. What was it? You said 4 to 8 hours a day that you were working on videos?
Yes, sometimes, yeah, 4 to 8 hours. Sometimes, yeah, just like 10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, but sometimes, so when I try something new, yeah,
Yeah.
always took me like 4 to 8 hours. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah.
Well, because you're basically, yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Like when I create something new and I want to get
Yeah.
a take on video, those 4 to 8 hours are basically your rehearsal time.
Yes, right.
Because if it's
Yes.
brand new, you need time
Yeah.
to break it in.
Yes.
So the good thing is, though, after those 4 to 8 hours and you get that great take, you
Yes.
have another
Yeah.
piece for your repertoire because you've gone through all the
Yes.
repetitions.
Yeah.
You can probably, like I'm sure at this point, you have like a catalog, a list of material from past videos, and you can just kind of reference and go, oh yeah, I remember how to do that one, and you can just kind of
Yes.
pull that out and do it now.
Yes. Yes, right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But sometimes some pieces it's really difficult. So I finally got the video, like a clip. But if someone asked me, oh, can you show me that trick? But actually, I couldn't do that because I need a time to practice. Yeah, it's so difficult.
And I'm glad you're saying that because again, people,
Yeah.
a lot of people have an unrealistic idea
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
what our industry is. They think it's so easy. No, it's not
Yes.
easy.
That's right.
This is it's like an iceberg out in the ocean.
Yes, iceberg. Yeah, it's like I know iceberg.
It's a
Yes.
big chunk of ice, and
Yes.
and what we're seeing when we're out there in the ocean, we see that little top.
Yes,
But,
right.
but what
Yeah.
we don't see is everything underneath the surface. Most of the iceberg is under the surface.
Yes, like Titanic. Yeah.
And that's what sunk the Titanic exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Right.
And that's what creating magic, that's what creating anything that we build ourselves is like. People, people see the finished table and they think, oh, yeah, he just went out to the store and bought a glass table. No, it was not that easy. No.
Yes, right. Yes, it's crazy. Yes.
No.
So yeah, it's a difficult part, man. Like, yeah, we can't share our work to people, right? Because it's not allowed. Yeah, it's
well, the method you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, the secret.
Yes, right, method. So we should keep this secret. So yeah, but I always wanted to share that part because that's so valuable. So I always figure out how I can share that part of the beautiful side of magic. So yeah, so recently I made a Rube Goldberg machine to share something like that. Have you seen it before? It's like I made a machine. It's like a chain reactive. Yeah,
Rube Goldberg machine. Yes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it was inspired by Penn and Teller. Yeah, they did this. Yeah, amazing work. Yeah, before. Yeah, I really love that, and yeah, I think that's a great way to show the magician's work behind. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've actually made a couple of those style of videos. So so by Rube Goldberg machine, it's kind of like a chain reaction effect. One thing hits the other thing, and it just goes down the line, and eventually it hits the ball or puts the thing in the basket or knocks the thing over. And that's kind of like our career in a way. It's it's like a chain reaction of little things that we have to do right over a long period of time.
Yes, right. And then make some big effect. Yeah.
yes, that makes the end result.
Yes.
And I've already spliced in a couple of clips where people can see the Rube Goldberg machine. There's another one with tubes, right? It's like a magic wand and tubes.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So that was also inspired by Penn and Teller, and the idea was in 2014, 2014 or 15. Yeah, but I always lazy to try something. After like 4 years later, in 2017, I first tried, and people loved it. Especially magicians loved it. So, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because what people see in the camera frame is the effect, but then when you zoom out, you see all the gears turning and all the inner workings of everything.
Yes, right.
It's it's like taking apart a wristwatch. You open it up and you see all the little pieces and the gears inside, right?
Yes, right. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. So I didn't use any actual method, but it's like an actual method. You know what I mean? Yes, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, it's almost as that you created the method just for that performance kind of thing.
Yes, right. It's a silly method, and people laugh, and oh, that's how you did it. But some people think, oh, that's really amazing. Yeah, because I didn't expect that kind of silly method going on. Yeah, underneath the table. Yeah, so it's really I wanted to share something like that. Yeah.
I think it's good that you did that because I believe it helps the public who've never seen magic before. It helps them appreciate all the work that goes on behind the scenes for all this stuff that we do, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think magicians appreciated the work because they go, wow, we know of a few ways to do it, but we never thought of that way, just doing all this complicated workaround like you have there. It's astounding.
Yes, right.
Astounding. So we talked about what you got going on now, your glass table, FISM act, that you're still improving. And what about, I'd like you to take the listener, take the viewer back to a moment in your career. Maybe you were building something, or maybe you were, something to do with something that you made. And I like to call it the biggest DIY fail of all time. And by DIY, you mean do it yourself, something that you built, something that you made. So do you have a story in mind where something that you made, something that you built, and it just went terribly wrong? It broke or it blew up in your face or something happened and it didn't work? We all have those stories.
Yes, right. I think, I don't remember the last one, but in 2015, I'm almost obsessed to create some illusions and building illusions, because I don't know, I love all genre in magic, and also at the time I really love creating illusions. So at the time, I bought welding machine and all the hardware tools, and I tried make every day. At the time, I use like a saw. It's like when you press it, you can cut the wood. I don't know. It's not. It's like a handheld saw. It's a very big saw here.
Oh, a hand saw that you.
Hand saw.
Circular saw.
Circular saw. Yeah, circular saw.
Circular saw. Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to cut wood, but I already attached like a 5 to 6 wood, so it's very thick, and I wanted to cut that, but it's like when I go inside, it's like it just rewinded and almost hit my belly. It almost hit my belly. So I almost if I did it wrong, I must die at the time.
You almost died?
Almost died, but it didn't cut my belly, but I almost died. So I just scared. I was so scared. So after that, I didn't try anything like that. So just like cutting simple things. It's very difficult.
And what I find it's not funny, but what I find funny is the way you describe it. It's kind of like nothing. You're like, I was using a circular saw and I almost died. It wasn't a big deal. No big deal. So
it's crazy.
So you were holding the circular saw a little too close into you. Is that what happened?
It's not too close. I always care about the place, but it's like when I put it inside, but it's the wood is very thick and very hard, so it goes like you know what I mean? It's a rewinded.
Okay. The friction of cutting the wood. It kind of caused the saw to kick back.
Yes, right.
Ooh.
It's just like a 1 second, and I just right after unrelease the button. So
trigger.
I survived.
So you guys are hearing it. This is Making Magic First. Have you shared this story with the public before?
This is the first time yes. No one asked me this kind of thing. All right.
No, this is good. So this is an exclusive. Making Magic First. You guys are hearing it now. Jeki Yoo wouldn't be here if it wasn't for his quick cat-like reflexes.
Yes, right. That's crazy.
Just like a cat.
And also, yes, right. And also, I have I can't show you, but in my leg, there's a welding machine. When you do that, it's very hot. So it's like something melting. What is? Do you know the name of this? This is a welding machine.
So when it hits your skin?
No. It's a what?
I
don't know how to say in English.
When you're melting something with the welding machine, stuff that comes off of it. It
drops. It just drops water. It drops a very hot melted iron.
Yeah.
Or on my foot. So it penetrates my socks and the shoes, and it made a burn here. So it's just crazy.
And what I'll do is that's insane, dude. I will edit this to give you a chance because I think this would make for a good video. I'll edit it. Is there a way that you can somehow lift up your leg and show it like this? I think that would be silly.
Okay. So I think right now it's almost disappeared, but you see, I don't know, you see it here.
That red mark there?
Yes, I think this one.
Yeah, I see a red mark there.
I said but I think it's you can't see it right now because it's almost disappeared. Yeah, but at the time it's just a black spa for 2 years. Yeah, but it's just better and better. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have never had that, thankfully. The closest thing that I got was a soldering iron.
Soldering, yes.
Soldering iron.
Yes.
For little electronics. I was.
Yes.
What was I doing? I was holding something like up here, and I was trying to get it right, and it slipped, and it got my arm, and I have a scar on my arm.
Yes.
Where the iron.
I see. Yeah. That's dangerous.
Dangerous, but not as dangerous as a circular saw coming at you.
Yeah. Yes. That's crazy. Yeah.
And not as dangerous as a piece of molten iron. Burning through your socks.
Yeah, that's
and roasting your feet.
Good. Yes.
Was that how you came up with the catch? I mean, when that happened, you said, "Oh my!" Right?
No, at the time, I didn't say "Oh my." Just I think I said something very bad Korean.
You said some bad words in Korean, probably, right?
Yeah, that's right, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair game. I would do the same thing, whatever your choice words are there. What about this? Here's something interesting. Have you ever created anything by accident and then it turned out to be amazing? Like you were working on some idea and then all of a sudden you go like, oh, that's no good. And then you looked at it and you said, wait a minute, that's actually really good. I can use that. Has that ever happened?
So I think I clearly remember one. That is, I collaborated with you, the black paper with the red dot.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember, right?
Yes. So the red ball.
Yeah. Yes, right. So when I made that gimmick, after I just suddenly dropped my gimmick, but it attached it. It looks like it appeared in the middle of the paper, the red dot. So I accidentally figured out, oh, that's a really great effect. So when I just I witnessed through the mirror. So I adapted, and then I could make my routine with that.
And it made the routine a lot better too.
Yeah, that's right. It's visual moments. Yes, right.
It looked really, really good. I mean, we got a lot of good feedback on that one.
Oh, nice.
Well, I mean, you should know. I mean, it was on your channel, right? It was like 50-something thousand views right now.
Oh, yes, I guess. Yeah.
More?
It went there. Yes, nice. Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure you lost count because you put out so many videos, right? You probably don't even remember.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yes. Yeah. Cause first time I counted every day and I replied everything, but these days it's I don't know. It's I'm focusing on creating magic, so I didn't do it. So I felt guilty a little. Yeah. So right.
You're leaving your fans hanging, man. They're like, where?
Yeah. That's right. But
he's not writing back.
They are supportive and it's it means a lot to me because I always hate social media stuff before when I started social media.
Interesting.
Because I don't know. Yeah, it's not like my thing. It's just I always just go outside and just figure out something like that. But online fan, I didn't believe anything like that. And also, it stressed me out when I post something every day. But their feedback actually changed my life. And so
really,
I really love it. Yes, because when I post videos and first time and there's no response, it's just one or two comments from my friend side, And after, some people figured out my magic, and they gave me some good feedback and compliments, and that really pushed me forward to create magic. So that's how I did every day. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and you said it stressed you out. I mean, it would stress me out. How the heck did
Yeah.
you? What did you
Yeah.
do to
Yeah.
let yourself know that it's okay and that you should keep?
Yeah.
Did was it basically you said the feedback? Was it that was what
Yeah.
kept you going, creating this stuff so frequently?
Yes, feedback and compliments. Sometimes it's compliments, and sometimes and they're those, and it's like So you and they said, I knew how you made this kind of thing, and I know, I understand what you're thinking behind something like that, and they agree with my opinion. So magic is like when I show magic, it's like my opinion. So now I do magic like this way, and there's thoughts behind, and they agree with me, and that push me forward to do magic more better and better. And I wanted to create, and I wanted to show something better to them. So that's how I develop my magic tricks.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
very different take on social media. Uh, I mean, it's similar in the sense that a lot of people get the value that they get from social media is the social proof. It's the social compliments and the kind words that makes us feel good. And but I know a lot of magicians have kind of not been into the social media thing because there's widely varying opinions on, we're cheating because we're dealing with a tight frame, doing stuff off frame. But I think that you took something that magicians were hesitant towards and you turned it into something really beautiful. You turned it into a creative exercise, basically, right?
Thank you. Yes. I wanted to. Yes.
Well, for you,
Yeah.
it's basically like it's an excuse to have this deadline of regularly making stuff, right?
Yes. Yes. Right. Yeah. Last year, not this year.
Not this year?
Yes, yes, it's keep I don't know, it's getting difficult to post something.
I
I think
bet.
I think I ran out of my ideas, but
Well,
it's still fun. Yeah,
you know
but
what that means?
I don't know what is that. Yeah.
I was going to say, you know what that means? It's time for another collab video.
Yes, soon. If you're here, it's easy to collaborate. But yes, right. Yes.
But then you have like life, your own personal life that you're having to balance on top of all of this other stuff.
Yes, right. Yeah. So my goal in my mind is like I wanted to more videos for my YouTube channel. Because Instagram is a short videos.
Yes.
But I wanted to create more longer videos and with my thoughts and ideas.
Yes.
And that's really difficult. But I'm still thinking about how I keep post regular content on YouTube. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good, worthy goals worth pursuing with your time.
Yes.
That's great.
Right.
So what inspired you to be a maker, a creator, a builder? What was the initial inspiration?
Initial inspiration. Okay. I think I don't know. Yeah, there are so many. Yeah, when I was young, I learned so many magics. So it's from this magician and this magician and this magician, but I really wanted to do all together. Yeah, so some magic has many genre in magic, illusion and close up stage, parlor, and so many things. But I wanted to do everything. Because I really love magic. So that made me to learn something more. Because if you didn't learn new techniques or you learn some electronic things, and also I learned some welding and woodworking because of I wanted to develop magic. That's the motivation. Yeah.
So, kind of in summary, you started off by learning things that already existed, that other people made, and then
Yes.
there came a point where you said, I want to learn even more. I want to go beyond this, and
Yes.
so it was worth your time and effort to equip yourself with these unique skills that will allow you to go off on your own and dream up your own ideas and make those ideas into reality.
Yes. So I think the first inspiration was FISM, the World Championship of Magic.
There you go.
So when I was 2005, I first saw FISM video. Yeah, it's 2003. Yeah, FISM video. Yeah, it's just so inspiring. There were so many great magicians there, like Norbert Farah and Ungeli. Ungeli is he's Korean magician, and also there's Genji Minamura, Japanese magician.
Kenji Minamura, yes,
Kenji Minamura, yes. Danny Cole and Mirko, and there are so many great magicians with their own magic. So it's so I was so inspired from there. So I really wanted to make my own piece, and that's the inspiration. So that's started me to make my own magic. Yeah,
it seems like most of the FISM winners are people who create their own stuff. They build their own things. Look at one of the recent winners of FISM, the French guy, and I'll cut this so I could eliminate while I'm thinking here. His name is his girlfriend is Leah Kyle, and what's the guy's name?
Florian Savet.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain. Yeah.
Florian.
Yeah, Florian. Yes.
The first name I got. We both got the first name right.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, it was like a guy in outer space, this mech suit, and all this real custom.
Yes.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was good. Yes. Yeah, it's futuristic magic. Yes.
Futuristic magic. So it's good. It's good to. So Jeki went into FISM because he was inspired to create new things, and then from there, it fueled that passion, and then you decided to enter as a contestant in this competition, and that, I believe, that has just going through that process has made you a much better magician, a much better person. Would you agree?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So we talked about what inspired you to be a maker. Who inspired you to be a maker? Was it those people that you listed earlier, Kenji Minamura, Norbert Ferre? Anybody else you want to give credit to? What about? There's your original mentor and teacher, right?
Yes. I have so many teachers in Korea. So there's he's my first teacher in magic. His name is Hyun-soo Kim. He's a really good professional magician in Korea, and he always made gimmicks by himself. And I always saw him every day because I worked at his company. It's more like it's not like company. It's more like a magic academy. We teach magic there. So,
okay.
Yes. Yeah, I learned a lot of things from him first, and after I met Yuji Yasuda. He recently passed away. It's so sad to me. And also I have a Kasa Kim teacher and One-Year Kim, and there are so many musicians who helped me to grow and think by myself and create magic, and they really helped me a lot. Yes.
Excellent. Well, you've had some incredible teachers. I am familiar with a number of those names that you mentioned. I will I did my best to pull up some screenshots of these people's faces so the viewers can see who we're talking about. I love Kenji's stuff with the forks and the spoons, and he's like a waiter act, right?
Yeah, his set is crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy.
And then he did something where he built a little man, right? He built a little doll that he interacted with.
Yes, with a rope and the bowls. Yeah, and that's I think his latest act at the time in 2010. Yeah, and I also love his artist act, painter. He drew something with sketchbook. Yeah, that's so inspiring. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great names you just listed there. Is there anyone? So we've talked specifically magic. Is there any particular people, perhaps that maybe you've seen their videos on YouTube, or you've seen, I don't know, somewhere that you get inspired in the maker space? So like the general public, we think of people like, when you watch on YouTube, like Mark Rober that makes the glitter bomb, or people that make stuff like that. Do you have any of those people that you get inspired from? Builders, makers of other things besides magic?
I think, I have here and there, but the one name I remembered, his name is Matthias Wander. Yeah, he's a woodworking. Yeah, he has a woodworking channel. So he always posts something very interesting woodworking, and that inspired me a lot to make by myself, and I learned it from there a lot. Yeah, he's a really good guy. Yeah, he's a really great guy. Yeah,
and
his airport. Yes.
You said the name was Matthias.
Matthias Wander. Maybe
Wander.
I can give you the name later. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Matthias Wander. Yes.
I'll be sure to put a link to that for the viewers to check out. Matthias Wander. Cool. Kind of like Tommy Wonder, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I really love Tommy Wonder. Yeah, he's my biggest inspiration to how to do magic, because his logical thoughts behind his magic is an art. Yeah.
It's such a high art that very few people will ever even come close to touching.
Yes.
And his name, from the other guests that I have interviewed thus far, his name has come up at least 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 other guests have mentioned Tommy Wonder. I mean, he's just...
Legend.
I wish he was around to know how much he really is appreciated in our community.
Yes.
Because he's just amazing. Okay, now as we wrap up here, are there any resources that you can recommend to anybody that's interested in learning about some of these maker techniques like woodworking? You mentioned Matthias Wander.
Matthias Wander.
When we talked about other different types of skills, is there any place or website or maybe apps for your phone? I had another guest mention apps for your phone. Have any things like that you want to share with the viewers and listeners?
So actual making things, you can search it on YouTube and you can find everything from there.
Pretty much.
But I want to suggest more ideas and inspiration. So normally I watch the Pinterest. Have you heard of people?
I've heard of Pinterest. Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't know that also social media, but people said it's social media. But it's more like artistic side. So when you search some pictures, it's more like artistic approach, not like Instagram or Facebook. It's just people post their arts there. So it's like you go museum or art center and you can see all the new arts and previous art that you've never seen before, and that really inspired me a lot. And I always search my keyword is uh, yeah, yeah, surreal art, something like that. And you will
Surreal
see,
art.
yes,
Yeah.
surreal art. You will see so many, great ideas, and it actually really helped me a lot for my magic. Yeah, yeah. Just try Pinterest. Yeah. Yes.
Pinterest. Cool.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay. So yeah, Pinterest is a different one. I think it's one that most people would overlook. A lot of people think Pinterest
Yes.
is just for women who plan weddings and they're looking for bridal gift ideas.
Yeah, something like that. And also some people, link their website to sell something interesting. So yeah, that's also a good idea when you see some interesting product. It's like a idea product. Yeah, that also help your magic too. Yes.
Okay, great. Very good. Pinterest and YouTube, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think people often overlook YouTube because YouTube is it's like the Google search for videos. You can just find a video
Yes.
on whatever you want to do or learn. And yeah, we're living in the YouTube generation, Jeki.
Yes, right.
Everybody
YouTube and
just
Google generation. Yes.
YouTube and Google. Awesome, man. Well,
Yes.
finally, where can we find more about you? Where can the viewers and listeners learn more about you? Quite literally, Jeki Yoo.
So I think right now it's Instagram. Yeah, because I post something. Yeah. I focus on Instagram and also YouTube. But yeah, I think YouTube. I need to take time to create some content. But yeah, kind of Instagram is my everyday apps.
It's your go-to.
Yeah, it's my go-to. Yeah, it's my go-to apps. Yeah, so yeah, you can check my posts and the videos. Very fun. Yes.
Jeki Yoo, for those of you who haven't seen, Jeki Yoo is extremely active on Instagram. He's posting amazing new content. Definitely check out Jeki Yoo's Instagram. I'll drop a link down below. I know you have a website. What's your website?
Yeah, my website is very simple, jekiyoo.com. Yeah.
Jekiyoo.com, so, easy as that. If you want to subscribe, if you want to help out Jeki as he's building his YouTube channel, I suggest subscribing to his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ is it just Jeki Yoo too?
Yeah, Jeki Yoo, same, yes.
Okay, I'll drop a link to that as well. Yeah. Well, this has been an incredible chat. I want to thank you for your time, and I want to thank you for sharing your knowledge with my audience, my viewers and listeners. And guys, this has been another episode of Making Magic. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe, click the button down below. You guys know what to do. If you're listening to the sound of our voice on like Spotify or one of the podcast apps, feel free to follow the show, Making Magic with Shaun J, to get more creative inspiration from incredible people like Jeki Yoo. So Jeki, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. And this has been Making Magic, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my!